All right, good morning, trade pros. Welcome to our morning market update for Tuesday, October 23rd, 2018. This is George from Trade Pro Academy. Hang on here, I'm in a little bit of a cable mess, and I got to be very careful with this camera. You just can't touch it. Reminds me of a song. But hang on, guys. No, it's not gonna work. We lost the camera. There we go. All right, guys, we're back. Vic, you just tell me if it cuts out. All right. So today's morning market update, we're going to talk about a few things here. S&P 500 and the stock market is starting to sell off once again. We're starting to retest some of the lows from not last week, but the week prior to that. Last week we got a little bit of rebound. This week, we're starting the week off very bearish. This week we're starting the week weak, and that's an alliteration, but true. All right, let's go through and look at the markets in today's session. In Asia, Japan's down 2.7%. Hong Kong's down 3.1%. China's down 2.3%. India's down 0.8%. Not in a week, not in a month, in one day, in one session. All right. On the Globex open last night around 6 p.m. Eastern, I jumped into our team trading room and I told them, it looks bearish. Just keep selling rallies. It's an opportunity for you. Very bearish open. We continue to the downside and we find ourselves on lows today. All right. In Europe, at midday, London's down 0.6%. Paris is down 1.1%. Frankfurt down 1.6%. Turkish President Erdogan was supposed to give us some insight into the Saudi Arabian situation. He said, no details will be spared. Everything will be exposed. Then he said, I think Saudi Arabia did it. So I don't know what's going on, but that wasn't the biggest expose in the world that the market expected. There's a little bit of relief there, but I don't think this is over. There's a lot of back and forth. And more details. They said Turkey said they're taking the drip approach. I'm not kidding you. Meaning they're probably going to just drip a little bit at a time out of information. Drip, by the way, sounds like it'd be an amazing hip hop song title. And I think it probably already exists. Yeah, Empire, the show. I think it's on there. Yeah. Don't ask how I know that. Donald Trump yesterday said that he is going to introduce more taxes for the middle-income families, more tax cuts, rather, for the middle-income families. Two things wrong with that. Number one, the middle-income families didn't receive too many benefits from the first tax cut, number one. Number two, and more importantly, there's nothing that we could do about this until after the midterm elections. The government is on recess until November 6th midterms. Not enough votes, not a place to meet to even discuss this. So it's not going to happen. I know the market caught a little bit of bid and excitement on that from Donald Trump, but there's zero chance likelihood that any kind of legislation gets put on the table before November 6th. Zero. Might be 0.001, but rounded down to zero. Goose egg. All right. So here's a question that we have for traders. Actually, we don't have the question yet. Crude oil is down 1.5%. Actually down more than that now, trading into the 68. Gold is up 1% and bidding higher. Bitcoin down 1%, still hanging around mid 6,000s. Bitcoin stuck. I'm going to give the screen a little tap, see if we can wiggle loose that chart. 9:30, we have Fed's Kashkari speaking. 10 a.m., Richmond Fed manufacturing numbers. 1 p.m., results of a $38 billion two-year note auction. So watch for the yields there. Fed's Bosich goes on the wire at 1:30. 2:15, Fed's Kaplan speaks. 6:15, Fed's Evans speaks. 8 p.m., Fed's George speaks. So I think the Federal Reserve is trying to rack up some speaking fees here because, holy crap, we got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Fed speakers, 5 Federal Reserve members speaking today. That's nuts. All right. So listen to the audio squawks. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. When you're listening to the speaker, ask yourself, are they a voter on the current committee? That means, do they have any say really at the end of the day in what happens? And are they a dove or a hawk? If they think rates should be going up and they say things like the economy justifies a rate hike, yeah, we already know that. You're a hawk. So that's not surprising. What the market's looking for is voters who are starting to switch a little bit in their opinion. If a dove says, let's keep hiking, that's going to have a huge impact on the market. All right, that's it. Look inside of the Federal Reserve mindset shifting into the hawkish side. Or if a hawk has a dovish opinion that seems more lenient, the markets might go up. So that's the opportunity today, is the 5 Fed speakers and Richmond Fed top of the hour. All right. Earnings season in full swing this week. Dozens of companies are reporting by the end of Friday. Thursday is Google and Amazon, which is going to be huge. Everyone's going to be watching that number. And if Amazon and Google are to do well, I can imagine FANG stocks going up. FAANG, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. And as they rally, NASDAQ rallies, and as NASDAQ rallies, S&P follows. So I could see a recovery from tech from the tech sector side, but we need to see some strong earnings on Thursday, and we still got time before that. 7:30 this morning, M or 3M reports third quarter $2.58 earnings per share versus $2.70 expected. That's a whiff. They missed on revenue as well, to the tune of $300 million. Their stock is down. Caterpillar Q3 reports $2.86 per share versus $2.83. Slight beat, slightly higher revenue. The market doesn't like it. They expected more. Down 8% in pre-market. Caterpillar is down 20% in the last 13 trading days. The next support level is all the way down at $100. All right, so another $18 drop could be coming here, and we're already down 20%. Okay, Verizon reports 122 versus 119 EPS. Revenue 32.6 versus 32.5, and they affirmed their guidance for 2018. All right, here's the question as stocks drop, and really as volumes increase, that's a real question. Will buybacks start to kick in? Because for 2018, boards of companies have cleared up to $1 trillion worth of buybacks. How does that compare? I'll tell you how it compares. 2015, that number was 800, and that was the highest since before 2018. The highest one that was 2007 when it was 800 billion. All right, so we're at the highest buyback number since 2000 that we've ever seen, and that's going to create a bid. That's going to create these companies buying back their own shares. So it might be support, but here's the SEC rule, and this is actually interesting. The SEC rule is that buybacks cannot exceed more than 25% of the daily volume on a 4-week rolling average. So that means you want to buy back your own shares, you can't buy back more than 25% of the daily volume. So with this drop comes elevated volume. S&P 500 in September, 6.7 billion shares traded. Year-to-date average is 6.8 billion a day. All right, that shares, not dollars. It's nuts. A lot of volume. On October, that jumped to 7.9. The week ending October 12th, 8.8 billion. All right. So as we get more volume and as prices drop, it becomes a little bit more lucrative for companies to start initiating some of their buyback plans, because first of all, they have more space to do it, and secondly, they're doing it at a cheaper cost. So interesting stuff coming. Look for earnings this week later on, and look for some of this buyback opportunity. But if we break 2,700 on the S&P 500 today, we're going for a rundown. It's going to get ugly. All right, this thing is looking less and less like a buying the dip opportunity and more like a sell the rally, because this thing's going to get buried lower. October's ugly, and we still have a couple weeks. We have a week and a half in October, and I think traders just can't wait to get into November. But in November, we have the 1st of November, we have non-farm payrolls. The 6th of November, we have midterm elections. All right, there's just a lot of stuff coming up. And so even the best case scenario is that we're heading into a lot of uncertainty, and that's being priced in by traders taking profit. All right, that's what you guys got to watch for. Today, we're going to be selling rallies in the S&P 500. I don't think this thing holds a bid at all. Look out below. Sell rallies on oil on S&P 500. Look for long opportunity in gold and dollar. All right, that's it. Take care. You guys have yourself a great day. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And hopefully see you in our trading room. Our trading room runs Monday to Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern time, and we trade with our whole community. It's a guided trading room. We show you trade setups. We talk about levels, keep you informed, and our community also chimes in and pitches in the same level of information. And it's a great environment. We're pushing out a lot of successful people through that environment. So I'll see you guys there. You have 14-day money back guarantee, literally risk-free. If you find something else risk-free in this business, let me know. I'll purchase it too. You guys take care. I'll see you later. Goodbye. I didn't do the poll. You're right. How do you know that? Victoria just remembered I didn't do the poll yesterday. All right, YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Trade pros in the trading room. Let's set some levels here. I'm going to give you a really good high probability, low risk opportunity to enter the market for oil, for gold, for NASDAQ, and for S&P 500. So let's get into it. Let's jump in and let's start mapping out some levels and trade opportunities.